Alright friends, we're unboxing the Zline KFI 30-inch oven wall-mounted hood. Supposed to be running at 950 cubic feet of air, or 900 I believe, per minute. Alright, so do not step on the hood, probably good advice. Uh-oh. What's going on there? Make sure. Alright, let's do a little bit of a close-up here. I think we can get a little closer, can't we? I think we can. Alright, so I'm just going to cut down the sides here of this box. Well, so we got some piping here. Oh, nice. So that is cool. So it's a flexible pipe. Nice. There's that in the box. Here. Got my instructions. So mounting screws, anchor, washer. Nothing in this little box here. Or maybe it's a grease trap. Mount screws, transmission, grease, or anchor, chimney mount screws, wall bracket mounting screws. So we got all that stuff on there. Or said. So here's a gasket. Looks like. Open it up. What's in this bag here? Some kind of a mounting piece. And some screws there. Some washers and some screws. So it's like 2 screws. Alright. What else? So Zline Kitchen and Bath. Got a little brochure here. It's a nice looking Ranger. Ranges and cooktops are available from Zline. Okay. Here is a double valve vent there, or one way, I guess I should say. Okay. And what do we got here? Why is there like powder everywhere? It's like the thing blew up in here. Anyways, what do we got here? This is white. Okay, no, it's not white. So this is our stainless steel vent hood tops here. And this looks white, but I believe you can just peel this back to reveal it should be stainless like that. So that's our little protector part that's going to go up at the top. So our hood looks, or the pipe cover or whatever. So that's that. Alright. What you guys wanted to see was the hood. What's the best way to show this here? Let's see. Get this out of there. I don't want to bend it or anything. Appears to be in good condition. Alright, so let's get a little closer here. Check out the hood here. It's 30 inches, which is pretty much standard. Let's see if I can't just kind of lift it out here and set it on top maybe. It's not that heavy, maybe 20 pounds or so. Come around, get a different angle here on this. Alright, so that's kind of fuzzy right there. Let's go ahead and get a good view. If we can. Okay, so that's the hood right here. This, it's got there's the top going in there. Looks to be like a nice. This motor has a lifetime warranty on it. That's the hood. I mean, it's got, as you can see, it's got some of the. Oh, is that a? Hopefully, that's not a dent right there. My goodness, I hope that is not. Maybe it's just tape, but okay, whew, that was close. Let me get it back on the mount here, 1 second. Okay, so take it back out. This is our the vent part underneath. This is the bottom of the hood, so it looks pretty nice. Doesn't look like there's any damage or anything. Got a couple little LED lights here in the front. Oh, what's that little string in there? Oh boy. Okay, so there's that. So the front, it's pretty clean. It's got a little timer. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, and a light switch. So pretty simple, nice and basic. The vents here, or the screens, I believe this blue part comes off as too, so maybe it's should be stainless as well, but it should be dishwasher safe. So I'm going to be doing an install video on this, but that's the hood and what it comes with. So pretty excited to get this thing going. We had a microwave which had a vent in it, and it just didn't move any air at all. So I mean, you could be boiling a pot of water right under it, and pretty much the steam would just go right past the front. It was pretty disappointing. So hopefully this one moves a lot more air and does it more efficiently. So thanks for watching this unboxing, and we'll see you guys when we do the install. Hey friends, I am putting in a Zline K130 inch vent, wall mounted vent hood. So I pulled out my microwave and my other above the hood cabinet there, above the microwave cabinet. So right now I'm just going to be installing this gasket part on top here. Trying to give you guys a good view. So I'm not sure if this has to go a certain way. It does have a little bevel on it. If that has to go up or down, I'm not really sure, but I don't think it will matter that much, really. So anyways, that's going to go on the bottom of this as we put it on there, and this goes on top of that. So that's what we're trying to do, and this is fighting me. Okay, so that's doesn't really want to cooperate. Kind of, sort of, looking like it goes on just like that. If it would stay, that's what we want. Okay, and we take our one-way valve here. This is an 8-inch one. Should be moving plenty of air there. And maybe this goes. Maybe that bevel goes on the outside of this. Oh yeah, you know what? See, there's a little, see if I can get you a picture of that. There's a little lip there, and that's going to go, I believe, right around the outside like that. So I'm going to try to do that and then set it on there if I can. Oh, helps if I do it the right way lengthwise, huh? All right, so there's that on there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it goes on there. Like a glove, although I'm not sure how I'm going to hold it on there while I'm moving it on there. Something like this. Okay, so I don't know if this is ambidextrous or not, if you know what I mean, or does it go either way? It looks like it's either way you put it on there, it's the same to me. So I'm going to take that risk because it doesn't really specify. So I'm going to be setting that on that gasket if I can. My goodness. Kind of difficult here, I guess. Just because the gasket's a little bent. I'm trying to get that down and set this on top of it there. Come on, buddy. Give me some trouble here. Alright, that's obviously a little bit more difficult than it should be here. Okay, so that cord's not too much in the way. Alright. Getting there, I think. But now that side's not on there. You know what? Instead of you guys watching me fight this for like an hour, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out, and then I'll come back here. Okay, my friends, I kind of figured it out. It was kind of tricky, but if you just get one corner going and have that little bevel stick around there, you can kind of guide it, and it's just a little bit smaller, so it'll stretch right over there, and that'll actually hold it in place, and just kind of work your way around and keep that on there. And this last one, so it actually will, I can just let go now and it'll hold it on there. So that is the trick there that the instructions didn't really say, but now that that's on there, get you back to the better view here. Okay, now we can set that down over our holes. And there is some screws that we can put in. Oh boy, which ones are they though? I'll have to consult my manual here, so let me pause it until I can figure that out. So 1 second. Alright, so it comes with actually 6 of these little screws, and 6 is what you need. So the ones that there are 6 of, they're kind of like sharp, look like little metal screws with the little beveled edges there to kind of hold it in place. So we're going to put those in, and when you have screws like most that are kind of, oops, see, it goes a little bit that way. You want to not screw it in all the way, just give it a little bit so it's in, but not all the way, so it's a little bit of leeway. There's a screw here, 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 and then on the back side too. So, all right, so got the one in there. Make sure we're over a hole here. Screw that one in a little bit there. Kind of working our way around. Thought my thing was magnetized. I think I'm on a hole there. Yeah. Okay. Go around to the other side here. And this should be kind of a fun install, since I do have a 6-inch pipe right there right now, or 4-inch, and I need to put an 8-inch in, so. Okay, and we got one more to go here. Good. Alright, success. Now I'm just going to gradually tighten each one as I go back around. Obviously we don't want to over tighten these. It is a plastic thing, but tight enough that rubber seal is going to be sealed down there pretty good. So, oh, where's the other one? Okay, get this last one. Come on, buddy. Really? Apparently I have to go see this one. Okay. This last one I'm going to screw down all the way. Get it nice and snug on there. Not too much. This is, you're only screwing into aluminum here, so think it might be fairly easy to strip it, but you just want to make sure it's not going to be rattling around or come undone. So there we go. And the last one now. All right. That's actually nice and snug on there. So that is the one-way dual flap there. I'm going to have to cut a bigger hole in my ceiling, so that should be fun, as well as some other stuff. But that's the first step. And I'm going to have to put a new backsplash back here. All kinds of good stuff. So that's what we're looking at. I'm going to cut this out. I have to go get a bigger pipe, at least an adapter from here's the pipe I'm running up from here. That's going to go on there. That's what it came with. That's going to run up through the ceiling, I believe. It says to straight pipe everything, or to use the metal pipes when available, but it came with that, so I'm guessing that's okay. Probably not the best to guess, but anyways, thanks for watching this segment here. I'm going to be cutting a little bit bigger hole in the ceiling, and we'll have to go up in the attic, and that's going to be fun, so we'll be back. Alright, so the vent pipe came with was this 6-inch one. I have a 4-inch one up there already. So I pulled that out, and I placed this up here and traced around it. And now I'm going to cut that out. And I don't have a regular saw or a blade, so I'm just going to use a kitchen knife and try to do it that way. Okay, so I'll just kind of work around and get onto that part. Since the sheetrock's pretty easy to cut through, you know. Generally speaking. Okay, and this is just a serrated kitchen knife. Okay, so not the easiest thing to cut with, for sure, but it's doing a trick, kind of. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Switching hands here. I guess I could have got my reciprocating saw, but that was kind of overkill for this little hole, but might have been easier. Must be that difficult. I'll break that little part out there then. Okay, it's kind of lucky that didn't tear my whole ceiling. That would have been awesome. But anyways, most of this is going to be covered by the vent cover. So let's get this out of here. I'm not, yeah. Okay. I'm sure you guys don't need to watch the entire cutting of this, so you got the general idea. Get that all cut out and we'll continue. Alrighty, so there's the hole. There was another unexpected 2x4 right here, so there's one here, so I had to make it just a little bit more elongated to get it up in there, but not a problem. Pipe is fairly flexible, so pretty stoked. That wasn't that difficult. So, alright my friends, thanks for watching that part, and we'll be continuing. I'm going to have to cut a little bit bigger hole in my roof, which should be fun, and get a, because I only have a 4-inch pipe there, and I don't think that vent's really meant for 900 cubic feet of air per minute, so I'm going to get a little bit different out vent too. So, alright my friends. Okay, so this is, what am I doing now? Okay, I took out this box. The vent hood's going to go right up here, about 33 inches off the top surface of the stove. You want it between 30 and 36, I guess. I didn't want just a plug in right here, and plus the vent's going to be partially blocking that. We're going to put this backsplash up to there. So what I did, or what I'm going to do, is I have some 15-foot indoor copper building wire, and I'm going to attach these ends of this wire to that. I'm going to fish this wire down from the attic. I'm going to go up there and drill a hole in there, fish it down here, tie that in. Then I'm going to patch up this hole. I'm going to actually put the put my plug in here. I'm going to put my plug in up in the attic, and I'm going to run my vent cord, or the hood cord, up into the attic and plug it in. I'm doing that because this shroud that goes around it doesn't really leave you a space for the hood cord to come out, and I didn't want to cut a hole in it. And it's just going to be out of the way and out of sight, out of mind. So I think it'll be good for all intents and purposes just to put my plug-in up there in the attic. I can run this cord right up in there and call it good. So I'm going to have a little bit of fun up there, I think. I'm going to have to, you know, there's a kind of, I'm in between two 2x4s here. I'm going to have to cut one a little bit. There's one that's overhanging, that's just to support. So I'm going to cut that. But right now, I removed this junction box. I'm going to cover it up, maybe get a little piece of sheetrock, put that in, patch it all up. It's going to be covered with this backsplash anyways. Doesn't have to be look awesome, but you know, functional. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go up in the attic, drill a hole in my 2x4, fish that wire down here. Hopefully everything works out great. And yeah, we'll be back. So maybe, I don't know if I'm going to take you guys up in the attic or not. It's kind of tight up there. Probably not. Anyways, that's what I did. I had to, in order to get this junction box out, I kind of broke it up with a screwdriver and hit the nails from the side and was able to tap them out. And then when I split it with my little clippers here, nippers or whatever you want to call them. All right, so I'm going to go up in the attic, drill a hole, fish that down. Maybe I'll take you guys with me or not. I haven't decided yet. Okay, so here I am up in my attic. Here's a little tour here. Thanks for watching that. Anyways, I'm going to try to, there's my hole for the vent, so that means right about there I can drill a hole through this 2x4. Should be the top of the wall right here. So that's what I'm going to do, try to get a hole right here. And if I can get my wire in there. So let's do it. Here we go. see. I should have theoretically gone through right there, so let's see if I can. Still drilling. So, what if I move it over a little bit? There's that hole here. Now it's going down right there. That'll definitely be over enough. I don't know, seems like I should have been able to go through the wall right there. That should have gone through. So let me just pause this here. Be right back. Alright, well, so it turns out that I don't know what I was drilling into, but I couldn't go through it all the way, so maybe some giant beam under there. So right next to that, I did have my 220 going down from my stove, and that just happened to be right under there. So I pushed my wire down in the wall next to that, and now I'm going to put an outlet up here so I can plug my vent up into here and it won't be in the way. So, alright, so I'm going to go downstairs again and try to grab this wire that I just fished down there. And I am hot. It is hot up here. Alright, my friends, thanks for watching. Okay, so here we are downstairs again, and hopefully I can just reach in there and pull out the wire. And if I actually show you guys. So here it was. Now I'm going to connect black to black. Sorry about that. Black to black, red to red. I'm sorry, black to black, white to white. I got a 4-prong wire in here, or 4-wire wire. 4-wire wire. Anyways, you guys know what I mean. So I'm not going to use a red. I'm just going to use a ground, white and black. And I'm going to join those together, and that way I'll have power upstairs. I put in the outlet up in the attic there, and I won't have anything on the wall here getting in the way. So that's what I'm going to do, join these wires together, and I'll show you that in a little bit. Okay, so I got my caps on there, and I'm also going to put electrician's tape over it so they don't come inside or come undone. Then I'm going to shove that back in the wall there. We're going to patch that up. It's going to be covered by the backsplash. So that's that. I'll put the electrician's tape on there just to make sure it doesn't come off. Alright, so I wrapped these individuals. I also put a wrap around that too. So just to make sure, let's go ahead and push that in there. Call that good. Now we're going to patch up this wall, and it'll be okay. So thanks for watching that. Now I got to go back up in the attic and do some more fun stuff. Cut a hole in the roof, put in my 6-inch pipe, everything like that. So we'll be back. Okay, my friends, so I'm going to be putting my outlet box, I think, right about here. Why does that look crooked? Oh. My screws are off. I don't really care as long as it's up here, you know. So that's what I'm going to do. Put that right about there. Run my wires, get hooked up so I have my plug-in up here for my fan. So I'm going to go ahead and screw this in and do the wiring and everything. So, yeah. So I don't have my tripod up here, so there's no real way to hold the phone for us. So I'm just going to have to put you on pause. Got that screwed on there. And I fed my wires through the back part here, and they're coming out right here. Go ahead and hook them up to my plug-in. Sorry, so this dust up here. So, okay, so we'll hook that up. Okay, so I got my black wire on. These were straight, so I just take this on the end and just curve it so you got a little hook that goes over that, the screw there. You just want to kind of pinch it together so it's kind of, so the screw's gonna go over it. Okay. Okay, well, we got our second one on there. Now I need to use my ground, and that's gonna go right there. And there it is, mostly done. Of course, my my drill ran out of battery, so I'm gonna have to. This is a little bit loose, and that too. So, but everything else is looking good. Should be all nice and secure there. Tuck this wire out of the way. Okay, so you guys get the general idea now. Get those screws screwed in, and I'm good to go. Turn my power back on. I can plug in my power up here and get to work on my my vent hood there. So thanks for watching how to install this little box, and we'll continue with the rest of the videos here. Okay, friends, so well, I took out the old one, as you can see, so I got to get this done before whatever. Why don't we get a 7-inch hole roof one, because that's the smallest one they had. They didn't have 6, they had 4, so I'm gonna have it put in a 7-inch one. I think it'll move more air anyway, so you always want to go. Didn't want to go to 4-inch. That'll reduce your air, I believe. So with 7, we'll neck it down to 4 here, or to 6, and we'll put that up there. So what I'm going to do is use my bed. Was that reciprocating? I can't remember. Whatever. We use this. Cut the whole sawzall. Maybe sawzall. Anyways, doesn't matter. To make a bigger hole in the ceiling here. So that's what we're going to be doing. All right. All right. So here is the vent that I have chosen. And it's a 7-incher, and we're necking it down to a 6-inch because that's where our pipe is. So should be plenty of airflow from a 7-inch one, I believe. So we're going to install that. I've got the, let's see, I put the neck on there, and I'm going to put some duct tape around here to make sure it's on there real good. All right. All right, there it is. So I put pretty much duct tape all over on it. Don't want this bad boy coming off of there. I actually put some inside as well, just to make sure. And then there was a little bit of cracks here. I just duct taped all of that. So, okay, let's go up on the roof and try to get this thing installed here. All right, a little windy up here, so just showing you what I did. Sorry, it's not the prettiest job, but I did put 3 nails in. 1, 2, 3, and 3 on the other side there. It had used Henry's roofing, like sealant stuff. Just basically put a ton of that stuff everywhere. Sealed all the nails. I put sealant over those too, so they wouldn't leak. So that's what it looks like. It should be pretty good from this end then. So, all right, thanks for watching that. Go back into the attic. Okay, Fred, so that is there. Duct tape that up. Put a little elbow kind of thing in there. One of the little, it's about a 1 foot long piece that you can adjust and make it kind of curve a little bit, so because that's not straight in there. Put duct tape around there where it meets with this one. This is the adjustable part here. That one, and then there's the out to the roof vent there. Put a little bit of duct tape there to hold the bracing, as well as here, and there we are, right over our hole. Now our vent pipe can come up there. There's our little plug-in we got in, working good. As you can see, I got my lights going up here now. Used my sawzall or whatever it is earlier. So that's it, my friends. All I got to do is on the other duct up here, and then mount my hood and everything and get it plugged in. So I'm gonna go do that. Well, let's mount the hood casing. You know, the casing that goes around. Let's mount that. So this is a little top part, and I have marked the center between the 2 cabinets. This line right here. And this is 10.5 inches wide, and I marked a little mark right in the middle of that too, so that I know I can line up my lines, and that's going to be right in the middle. Now there's a stud up here, so I'm just going to use these little screws. Not the one that came with, but I'm just going to line up my line right there. And I should be able to screw these right in. Okay. Double check, make sure my line is good. Just have a little bit of leeway so you can get right in the middle. You can have to move it a little bit, but. Okay, so there's our line. Back that out just a hair. That's a little bit of movement there. And we get our second screw in. Make sure we're line up with our line there. Kind of get in the middle if I can. And my ceiling should be level, so. There's that. That's in. And nice and straight there. Now we can work on getting our hood mounted. So I had a little issue with the hood because this is the middle. My stud is here. I'm going to need to, and the mounting screws are like here and here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole in the metal of the hood at the top, the little bracket. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. Let's go over to the hood. So it has these two over here, and both of those are going to miss a stud, and I don't want to hang it just on the sheetrock. So I'm going to drill a hole somewhere in here, right into the stud, and then use these two in the sheetrock also. So that should be plenty of strength. So I might just mount these first and then take a screw and just go right through the metal into the stud to make sure, because I don't think just putting in the sheetrock's a very good idea. Okay, so that's what else we're doing here. Alright, the hood is 14 inches tall. You gotta have 30 to 36 inch clearance over the range, and the duct height or concealing piece is 16 inches. So I figured I can only have 30. I got, I think, 8-foot ceilings, and I need to have, I believe I'm going to have to do it 31 inches above countertop, and that's going to give me just enough to have this on there. So that's what I'm going to do. My stud is off, like I mentioned before, so I drilled a hole through the metal here, and that's where my screw is going to go into the stud, and then I'll use these two to balance it with my sheetrock screws. So that's the plan anyways. So let's try to hang the hood up here now, shall we? So I took this part off to hang it like that, or to screw my screw in there, and then I'm going to need that off anyways, this while I screw that on there. So I'm going to go try to hang it up now. Okay friends, so here is that. I had this pipe come up. I duct taped it to this straight pipe all the way up here, and tried to cover all the little spots with duct tape. It has a little angle one up here and up to the 7-inch cut out in the ceiling and the roof there. So that is that all the way down, and there's the bottom. There's where a little plug it is, and yeah, that is it for the attic work, I believe. And now I just gotta move the hood so we can paint behind it, get our backsplash up, put the hood back up, and we're done. All right, today friends, I'm cutting a piece of aluminum. I think that's what it is. Got this from Home Depot, and we're using this as a backsplash. It's actually a little dramatic for the kitchen, so I'm going to use the back part. But what it is a basically a piece of metal there. I would try to grind through it. I tried cutting it through with a Dremel. Yeah, it wasn't working. So I'm going to show you what I used to cut this with. As you can see, it's pretty thick. So maybe a 1/16 of an inch, but the Dremel was taking forever. It's basically just scratching it. So what I did is, I'm going to show you guys what I did. So I laid down a piece of cardboard on the bottom, and there we go. Alright, so I have marked my spots here with a little marker where I need to cut it. Now you want to make sure, if you're doing this, not only use some really good goggles, not just safety glasses, but you want safety goggles that encompass your eyes. So I'm using these all the way around. There's nothing going to get up in your eyes, okay? And I'm also using hearing protectors. Let me get this on my camera mount here, and we're going to walk you guys through this. So give me 1 second. All right, so I'm going to show you what I did here. So I got my 2 marks I want to cut this on. Get a nice straight edge, and you want to score your metal. Right, so I take another piece of cardboard, and I'm setting it on top of this, right about there. All right, so now what I'm going to do, make sure I got these lined up, and I'm going to put my knee down on there. Take my screwdriver and just score this so we got a nice scratch on here. Alright, there is a nice little scratch on there. Now what I'm going to do, basically I have my cardboard here, and it's pretty thick, about a 1/2 inch. And I have a skill saw. Now this is a steel blade, I believe. And like I said, I was using a grinder. Sorry about that. Different stuff to try to cut through this. This puppy works really good. My blade is jacked up anyways, so I'm not using a brand new blade on this, but it's an older blade. It's pretty dull. Anyways, let me get my eye protection on and my hearing protection on. And I set the blade so it make sure it goes through here, but not all the way to the concrete there, I believe. So I'm going to now, I put the cardboard on top also so I can slide it along, and also if I'm sitting on this, it's not going to mess it up too much. I'm trying to not scratch my surface up here. Alright, I'm just going to start, and I want to start a little on that side of the line, and then I have to come back and I cut through it without messing up. I want to keep sure that line is nice and straight. So here we go. Just kidding. It helps if you plug it in, right? Alright, so let's plug that in. Take 2. Here we go. Alright. Okay. Okay. So now that that is cut through there like butter, so it might be a little warm up there. What I can do now is you can take a grinder, but let's see if you guys can see. You have all this metal right here, and you just kind of not so sharp. But anyways, you guys get the picture. I'm probably going to use actually my grinder, get that all figured out. Make sure it's not all sharp on there. But that was the easiest way I found to cut through this backsplash that I'm going to use. So, yeah. And it's going to turn out pretty nice, I'm thinking. That side is nice and subdued. And I'll be making a video of my install on the hood too, so you're going to see the whole thing when it's done. So that's it. Let me touch up the edge a little bit. But I just want to show you guys how to cut through this, because I was having a heck of a time trying to do it. And yeah, I tried my Dremel, I tried my grinder, I tried those things, so it didn't work so well. Anyways, thanks for watching, my friends, and we'll see you next time. Alright, I got a 36 by 36 inch piece of stainless steel from Home Depot. Put that up. Anyways, what I wanted to show you guys about the hood. Okay, so this is one going into the stud. And it's kind of loose, I'm just holding it. The hood has the hooks on the back part, the hood cover. I mean the manifold that goes over the ductwork. It has little hooks on the end, so if these are flush, you can't get your cover on there. So what you're going to have to do is put a couple of spacers behind here when you put in your hood. So what I did first was put these in, screwed them in, not all the way, hung the hood on there, got this screwed in, so that one has, now I'm going to have to take another screw. I'm going to have to get my two other washers here, put them behind there, well, crud, because I wanted to put a washer over the top too to hold it in place where I need to hold it, so it's complicated. I got to have washers behind and washers in front to hold it, to level it off. So this is kind of making it, holding it to the wall of the stud, these two to kind of level it off. So if that makes sense. But you do have to have spacers behind your pieces here, or else your hood manifold, you know, the cover that goes over the vent, I can't even talk. You know what I'm talking about. That won't go on there, so you have to have spacers behind there. All right, thought I'd let you guys know. Okay, friends, so I got this on there. So the back one I put in to hold it into the stud. Now these, I leveled it out. So once I made it level, I screw these in with a washer. Got two washers in behind here, so my cover can go behind there with his little hooks. Also the same up here. I put a spacer in behind there, so I could put that up there too. I put duct tape around this to hold it in place. I put my cord up there, and I also put duct tape all around the holes in the attic there, so no spideys and stuff will come down through there. Probably go up in the attic and put some maybe some filler in there as well and tape that up. Just don't want to get any creepy crawlies coming in through my vent. Other than that, I think I'm going to try to put the cover on there and see how that works, and plug it in, see how it goes. Alright, thanks for watching this part. I screwed all these in, everything seems to be good. Not really a lot of draft coming in from anywhere, so I'm pretty happy with this so far. Okay. Alright, so I just spent probably an hour trying to get a screw in, and the one's up on top. So because I had this backsplash here and it's not flush with the wall, so therefore that screw up there was difficult. So this was at an angle, not flush here. So I actually had to cut up into the ceiling and get that to go in there. Yeah, that screw right there, it took me literally like 45 minutes to get that in there. So I just cut up around here in the ceiling and then put in the other one. All right, so I'm going to peel this off, because that's the fun part, right? And we're gonna check out how the finished product is. So we ordered a backsplash. It was a peel and stick. Apparently nobody has the kind we had anymore. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, it looks real nice. Okay, so I went to Home Depot and got this piece of metal. I don't know why this phone can't take a zoom out a little bit. Okay, so that's that. Doesn't that look beautiful? It's very shiny. All right, so let's get this part here too. Oh no, please. Please. Okay, I thought I was gonna stick on there. It's beautiful. What's this bit up here? Okay. Nothing to worry about. It's beautiful. All right, so my friends, thank you, dear. There is what it looks like. I think it turned out pretty magnificent for 300 hours of labor. Isn't bad. Okay, realistically it wasn't that much, but it's quite, that screw was no joke. Anyways, I still gotta put the crown molding up at the top. Probably paint a little bit around the ceiling up there and maybe put some caulking up there. I have to go up in this. Does that look straight? Not straight. Okay, but that's what it looks like. We'll have to put our stove back. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. I gotta go plug it in upstairs again, go up into the scary attic. But that's it, my friends. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time. Alright, we're checking out the Zline K130 hood, and we got some smoke / steam coming up off of this. As you can see, it's going right up, well, here's the light, going right up into there. It's on 4, so it's kind of not super quiet, but we used to, when we used our microwave, there would be steam all over the place, going up into the all of the cabinets and everything. But this, you see right here, it sucks some up through the light, but pretty much gets rid of all the steam and oil and everything. So it works really good. Really happy with this hood.